Hey everybody, we are reviewing Rocket Lab today. Now, I know I'm a little late to the party on this, but I wanted to review them for a little bit now. I already had them on my list before they were trending and everything, but a couple of things to say about them. One, they are up over 200% year to date, which is insane. Now, is that because of space stock hype or is that because of actual financial growth? So, we're going to look into that. Make sure to subscribe and let's do it. All right, so Rocket Lab. First up, the snapshot. Now, already kind of an issue here. First of all, cost of capital is okay, I guess. Target price is basically in line with what it is. I'm actually going to do the 0.5 there for probably the first time because it's dead on, essentially. Actually, it's a little over. Who cares? But long-term growth rate is negative 48%, which is probably the lowest I think that is the lowest I have seen, which is crazy. I don't even know what to say about that. So they're expecting negative 50% growth essentially. So let's just get into it. So sales look good. Lot of sales growth. I'm liking it. Operating income is increasingly negative. So they are making the worst kind of money. Same exact thing with net income. There's basically looks like SG&A expenses exploding. So they're just throwing every single dollar they make away, essentially. EPS is not good. Total shares diluting a lot just in the past 3 years, going from 450 to almost 500. That is not great. Let's check out the balance sheet. Maybe we'll see a little bit of an improvement here. Cash situation compared to short term and long term, their debt situation is okay. All right. There's a bit of an improvement. Total assets are a little stagnant, actually. Current assets have been declining for 2 straight years. Not the greatest thing there. I mean, total assets, 2 years of decline. Well, 1 year of declines. Where's the jump there that makes the switch from current to long term? It looks like they increased their intangibles and their plant and equipment, which I mean could be a positive thing, but that's still a little concerning with the short term assets. So I'm going to do the 0.5 there. Their current have been declining for 2 straight years. But overall, short term debt is very minimal, which is nice. Overall debt looks like it's growing. Short-term debt has increased for 4 straight years. Looks like the same exact thing with long-term, so not great there, but not a big deal. Retained earnings are probably going to be terrible, which they are. Makes sense there. Kind of expected that one. For the cash flows, hopefully we see some positives. Hopefully, and no, we do not. Actually not increasingly negative. It's improving a little bit, but not to the point where I would give it credit. Apparently, mostly negative investing activity, which is interesting. Looks like it's mostly just capital expenditures, though, a little bit of acquisitions, which could be good. So we will give the credit there. Financing is all positive. Lot of debt issuance, it looks like, especially this year. Other funds, I don't even know what to say for other funds, but not the greatest thing. And then for free cash flow, it is not good. Not great there. So use of cash, apparently they issued a lot of debt in the past year. So I don't know why this is so big. Oh, probably because they've only been public for 4 years. That makes a little more sense. Um, so for their repayment of debt, right here, we want to see repayment larger than issuance, which honestly we don't. But they also haven't issued a lot, and even when they last did, they repaid basically the same amount, including interest expense. So I'm going to do the 0.5 there. One thing to note, though, is they had 100 here, 113, did not repay all of it, and now they're still back. But that was also almost 3 years ago now, so I'm going to say that's in the not a big deal category. A little bit of share repurchases, shockingly, but they've done 2 straight years of issuances, so that's not the craziest. So I'm going to go with the big zero there. Ratios, I'm just going to say now will be terrible. Their SG&A is insane. Yeah, 88%, 70%, 153% is crazy. I don't even know what to say for that. Net margin is insanely high, or sorry, insanely low. That is absolutely horrible. ROA, ROE is terrible. And it looks like long term debt to total equity is actually pretty solid. I mean, I would say below 30% is really good. So we will give the credit there. So overall, not great. 8 out of 23, final score of 24%, which is pretty rough. But let's put that in right at in line with Alt, which I mean wasn't great either, but at least it has a partner now. So that's about it for Rocket Lab. Do with this information what you want. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time.